Okay. I'm a geology major. I used to be a business major, but after taking one geology class, it just changed my mind, and I knew that's what I wanted to do.
And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Jose Fierro, the president of Cerritos Community College. He's going to make a few comments and welcome you to our open house this afternoon.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for the invitation. The last 2 days have been great. I had the opportunity yesterday to go over the different poster presentations. And I was just telling Connie that the projects were great. The only downside of the projects is that as I was walking by, some things will resonate. I had a background in science and I used to teach science, but they were so like above my head that I was just like nodding, oh yeah, that sounds great. Because the level of detail and the level of depthness that every single student went into when they were explaining their posters was amazing. So great job to our faculty and our staff for the support that you have provided our students, because it clearly shows the level of teaching and the level of education that we are providing at Cerritos College. So thank you for that, and for you students, job well done, because it definitely shows that you're learning, and not just that, going above and beyond to succeed in your career. So, and I'm sure what we're going to see today on our research presentation is going to be great. So without further ado, I'm not going to take too much time from our presenter. So thank you for being here today, and the stage is all yours. I think that's next, right?
Yes.
What advice do you have for women in science?
It's definitely a tough field. There's not a lot of women out here, but I definitely encourage it. It's amazing. It's really rewarding, everything that we get to do. And there's a lot of help out there for us because we are a minority, and I would definitely recommend it.
So I'd like to introduce Valeria Jaramllo Hernandez to you. Valeria participated in a very competitive process to be selected as a student to participate with the Natural History Museum in LA with dinosaur research this summer. I want to give you a little bit of background about Proyecto Dinosaurios. This project of the museum was to create awareness about the professional possibilities within the geosciences and encourage students to pursue majors and graduate programs in paleontology or other disciplines within the earth science. The project provides a summer of hands-on experience in most aspects of paleontology. And as I mentioned before, it's a very competitive process, and we're very proud that Valeria was selected to participate in the research. Originally a business major, she changed her major to geology while here at Cerritos, and she's planning to apply to USC, UCLA, Penn State, and Cal State Long Beach, where she'll be transferring next fall in geology. So, Valeria. And how, from that experience, did you actually bring fossilized bones back to the museum?
We didn't get to do it because when we were there, it was barely the beginning. They were there for a whole month. We were only there for 12 days, so we kind of helped with the cleanup process and finding more bones, but it wasn't until afterwards that they would excavate more and take them out. So they brought them back, but we were able to bring some back. Yeah, thank you.
Any questions?
Thank you for your presentation. It's
Thank
very interesting and very well done.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Your fossilized materials, petroleum products, eventually develop into petroleum products that are excavated from the ground and processed into a wide array of products, from gasoline in our cars to plastic bottles. And the toy manufacturing industry makes a boatload of money selling dinosaur products to little kids. So in actuality, when we buy dinosaur products and give them to our children and grandchildren,
Yeah,
they're truly playing with dinosaurs,
yeah,
correct?
I guess so,
I
yeah.
think they are.
Like, yeah.
But it just seems it's ever-evolving product.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm right.
I think so too. I'm not really sure, but I think so too. I mean, that makes sense.
And you said you had OCD?
Oh no, that was just because of, I guess, apparently, maybe a little bit, just because we were separating fossils and they gave us little tiny fossils, and I ended up separating them by how they look and how they felt. So that's the only thing, but.
I really don't know much about fossils, but my main question is, how do you tell the difference between a fossil and a rock? Because you were working on a site where they were just pure rocks, and I could not tell where any of the fossils were when you showed us a whole landscape of a fossil that was still there for 8 years, and that you couldn't tell.
Yeah, okay. So again, it's hard because all the minerals that are in the rock, they have seeped into the fossil, but once you get close up and you're actually working there, so you have to be very careful, right? You have to be very careful, and you can tell because it's different texture. Once you reach the fossil, it's a different texture. You can see kind of like the skin almost, right? Like well, you can't see the skin, but it's like the imprint of the skin versus sediment, right? So if you see the beach, you have sand, and then you come across a shell, you're able to tell that it's a little bit different. So it's kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Do you have anything else to say?
I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone, thank all the professors, and for sharing this information with us. Had I not known about this internship, I would have never gone, and it would have never happened. So if you do get professors that send out information to you about internships or about jobs or just different experiences, I would definitely take them.